don't care that Jamie Foxx is dating a white woman again. I don't care that any black men date white women. I didn't even care when I was bisexual, as long as they kept black women out of it. When you start disrespecting black women on behalf of dating your white partner, that's when I have an issue. I'm your host, ANAZIA Akalu, and this is ANAZIA After Dark. Sit your ass down. It's time for Hot Topics. So Jamie Foxx is back in the tabloids because word on the curb is he got some white woman pregnant. Again, I don't care that she's white. I care that she is younger than his daughter, allegedly. Jamie Foxx has always carried himself as a charming, intelligent, musically gifted, almost elevated above the stereotypical aging celebrity bachelor behavior. He's always publicly glorifying black women while simultaneously becoming very dismissive towards black women as his wealth and status increased. People are allowed to date whoever they want to. Attraction is personal. But of course, people are going to notice a pattern. You keep dating white woman after white woman, not even a spicy white. We're talking white. I always thought of Jamie Foxx as so mature, but dating someone younger than your daughter and allegedly getting her pregnant, it reads as ego, vain, and desperately trying to be young again. Jamie Foxx, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, stop having children when you're old. It's not fair to the child. Hollywood has normalized this behavior, a 57-year-old man with a 24-year-old woman. People barely blink an eye anymore. Meanwhile, women in Hollywood are discarded after age 40 and don't let an older woman date a younger man. My God. Scandalous. Allegedly, this white woman is 31, so Jamie Foxx was in his late 20s when she was born. Everyone's either dating someone that's old enough to be their parent or young enough as to where they'll need parental permission. There's no middle ground. Yes, she is in her 30s, she's a grown woman, but Jamie Foxx is 58 years old. Is that not wild to you? He's about to be 60 years old, having a baby with a fresh 31-year-old. She's practically a child bride at this point, especially when 30s are the new 20s. Anyways, I don't really care. The ghetto. Cardi B and Stefon ass Diggs were caught arguing outside of a restaurant. Weren't they just all hugged up and lovey-dovey on Mother's Day? What happened that fast? TMZ and a couple of cars that were driving past saw them arguing. Cardi B just doesn't recognize who she is. Cardi B is a household name. She's not someone struggling for visibility. This is a global superstar, a multimillionaire, a businesswoman, a cultural figure. And at some point, the emotional spiraling in public becomes beneath the image.
Really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking up your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your bitch ass.
So many people are struggling watching Cardi B's romantic life. Seems like she just can't win when it comes to love. Me too, girl. I can't win either. So even though Cardi B called black women cockroaches and monkeys, I genuinely want better for her. You know, that name calling was in the past. So we'll leave that there, even though I keep bringing it up. Seems as though Cardi B is right where she wants to be. She's drawn to these passionate, volatile, hostile relationships that cause her to emotionally explode in public. And with Stefon Diggs, out of all people, this man is in a controversy every single week. Allegations galore, and she's sticking beside him. He's so bad for her image. Why doesn't she see that? Adding another layer to all of this, Chef Mila, the woman who accused Stefon Diggs of strangling her, got online making comments saying that she was being mistreated by Stefon as well. I guess she's trying to out Stefon Diggs. Of course, he was treating her bad during her pregnancy, allegedly. I am not surprised by that at all. I'm very surprised that Chef Mila would even be talking at this point.
The way he treated you in the delivery room, the way he treated you after the baby, the same person that abused you abused me.
Stefon has already won the criminal case, and I guess Chef Mila is about to sue Stefon Diggs. Why is she talking though? This is bad. If you're taking someone to court, you shouldn't be online talking about the situation, especially making claims against Cardi B. Girl, she will sue you. Cardi B loves court. She loves to throw a fit on and go to court and change her wigs. Cardi B hasn't responded to any of the claims that Chef Mila made. What makes it worse is social media has kind of romanticized toxic relationships. I don't find public fighting romantic. I don't find consistent breakups romantic. I don't find humiliation romantic. It's all very stressful and embarrassing. I hope Cardi B finds a man that is calm, mature, emotionally stable, and private. Oh my God, private, please. I don't even want to know who she's dating. I'm glad she stopped dating men in jail, though. It's time to cut Stefon Diggs loose, just like the Patriots did. You lose some, you win some. And Cardi B has won in court again. Don't go against Cardi B, honestly. She may lose in relationships, but she wins in court. Don't fuck with her. Now the judge has given Tasha K 28 days to pay Cardi B her money. This is an update to Cardi B's big win in court. She won a $4 million defamation lawsuit against Tasha K. And now the court has taken additional action tied to Tasha K's failure to comply with certain orders of the first judgment. According to recent reports, a judge found Tasha K in contempt of court for violating parts of the non-disparagement agreement between her and Cardi B, which basically states that she's not supposed to be posting about Cardi B or her family, even Stefon Diggs and Offset. She's not supposed to be talking about them, but she still is. Even after filing for bankruptcy to pay Cardi B for the lawsuit, she's still running that mouth. This case is becoming a symbol for gossip blogs and internet personalities like mine to be very careful when you speak on celebrities. I'm being very careful. I'm just saying what the people are saying and what's being reported. You may have followers and a ring light and you can post whatever you want to, but sometimes it does come with consequences, especially when it's damaging and defaming towards someone else's reputation. I don't know if Tasha K can pay. She's already started a GoFundMe. She sold her house. She's filed for bankruptcy. It's not looking good. But this is a reminder even to myself. When you build your brand on other people's reputation, eventually somebody may call you out on it. No one has called me out yet, so I'm waiting. Actually, please don't. Thank you. Let's switch gears, okay? I'm getting nervous. Everyone's talking about how thin you are. This is crazy, Demi Moore. You know, when she first came out, after all those botched surgeries, she came out looking good. I was like, oh my God, that's Demi Moore. Who is the plastic surgeon? Now, over the years, she's walking around looking like a fucking coat hanger.
Shoulder, all the way over, all the way over. Beautiful. Oh my God.
People can't help but notice how thin she's gotten. She looks sick. It's opened a bigger conversation about celebrity bodies, beauty standards, and the way Hollywood keeps pushing thinness onto everyone, trying to bring back 90s skinny. Those bitches weren't eating. Sniffing snowflakes, eating 2 French fries, and guzzling it down with tequila? Is that what we want to teach our young girls? Emma Stone, Nicole Kidman, even Mindy Kaling. I mean, Mindy Kaling looks good, but she has like drastically changed in size. And don't even get me started on Meghan Trainor. We talked about her last week. The industry has always tried to make us believe that being thin is elegant. Then young girls start comparing themselves to those celebrities. Why don't I look like a skeleton? Next thing you know, skin and bones is the new fashion trend. This isn't just about Demi Moore. This is about what her image represents. You're a huge star. People don't just admire you. They admire the way that you look, your aesthetic, the way you speak, the way that you are, and then they try to absorb it. Everyone is their own person. No one is saying celebrities have to be parents or the role model for children, because the parents should be role models for children, not celebrities. This is where the conversation gets a little bit uncomfortable. I can literally see that the industry is rewarding women shrinking themselves down. It's not just Demi Moore. It's not just Emma Stone. It's not just Meghan Trainor. People are beginning to have really unhealthy eating habits. Do you know how many women tried the Gwyneth Paltrow broth bowl bullshit? This is getting out of hand. Next. Now let's move on to Beyonce. Love talking about Beyonce. Unfortunately, it's really not about Beyonce, but it is about Beyonce. You see, the man that's being accused of stealing Beyonce's set list reportedly just took a plea deal. The trial was gonna start, but he was like, you know what? I did it. Kevin Evans pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Damn! For stealing music? Oh my God. I guess, well, it is Beyonce's music. That's very valuable. You'd have to be crazy as hell to steal from Beyonce. The theft reportedly happened in Atlanta in 2025. I think I even reported on this story.
Somebody robbing the queen bee? I'm sad. That's the type of people I would not want to play with, would definitely be the Carters. Remember what happened to Carrie Hilson? They took that woman's career away over a couple of slick comments. She's now hosting small gatherings singing the same 4 songs.
Unreleased music was taken from Beyonce's creative team. People are always shocked when criminal stories touch celebrities. But the business side of the entertainment industry is huge. Behind every glamorous album rollout is a mountain of security, contracts, digital files. This is serious. Now all we have to find out is where are the materials? Because allegedly those were never recovered. Is her music just still out there? Does someone have it on the black market? What's going on? If Beyonce is not ready to release it, I don't want to hear it. Keep it. COON. What's that spell? Kevin Hart. I spoke about this earlier in the week about Kevin Hart's roast. He has been receiving some major backlash. He was the executive producer. He cut out jokes that he didn't want to be in the roast. But for some reason, the stereotypical jokes towards black women still made the cut. Joke about George Floyd still made the cut for whatever reason. It just doesn't make any sense. And Kevin Hart was even at George Floyd's memorial.
You know what, man? It's not about me. I think it's more about just standing with the family, you know, in a moment like this. Just literally letting them know that they're not alone. We now have a job to do, which is elevate our voices, use our platforms, and really push the initiative for change.
And you didn't cut that bullshit out. You let that white man speak on George Floyd like that. Rest in peace, George Floyd. That man's death alone rocked a nation. Looking up at us? Really? How does he publicly align himself with racial justice conversations while simultaneously producing content that refers to black trauma and deem it as acceptable comedic material? And to top it off, the jokes weren't funny, they weren't witty, they weren't smart. It was just blatant racism. My girl Regina Hall just sat there the whole time. She's not a coon. I knew she wasn't. She's one of the realest. I love Regina Hall so much. Who I don't love is Tiffany Haddish. TMZ pulled up on Tiffany Haddish to ask her about some of the offensive jokes during the roast. Specifically, how Lonnie Love didn't appreciate some of the jokes that were told.
Talking about Kevin Hart roast, right?
Yes, it was so much fun.
So Lonnie Love didn't think so. Lonnie Love was like, you know what? It's exhausting. It's edgy. Specifically about the George Floyd joke.
Is this all comedians saying it that wasn't invited?
Tiffany Haddish replied with she was mad because she didn't get invited. Tiffany Haddish is another coon that has a drinking problem, allegedly. But congratulations to her because she was just on the cover of Sports Illustrated. That movie with her and Kevin Hart, Night School or whatever that bullshit was, terrible. Two coons doing a movie together. Cat Williams remains a prophet. He actually told no jokes, no lies, all truths. And I'm glad he said what he said about Kevin Hart. Somebody had to say it. Somebody has to have the balls to put that short man in his place. Not to mention, word on the curb is he's getting a divorce because of all that cheating he's been doing behind his wife's back. I don't feel bad for her. I really don't. You lose them how you get them. His biracial wife admitted that they were together while he was still married to his ex-wife. Doubled down on it. said that she was coming into that marriage when the home was already broken. How very Alicia Keys of you, allegedly. It's just sad all around. The racist jokes, the alleged divorce, the cheating scandals, and this is a man that's branding himself as family friendly. This is a man who has several movies that are PG and PG-13 that kids watch. And all of this is going on around him. Okay. Do I sound judgmental? Let's end this with Kimberly. Kimberly. Breaking news. Kimberly actually decided that she no longer wants to be a lawyer. Who could have saw that coming? I really, you know what? I wanted her to graduate. I wanted her to get a law degree. I really wanted that for her because it would have showed a lot of women that you can pivot. You can go back to school and get your degree. You can do whatever you want to in this life. You can have a sex tape and become a lawyer. Those can be your stories. That can be your life. But instead, she took her high school diploma and decided that she was going to become a lawyer, because it's so easy. Even though the California bar has been deemed as one of the hardest bars to pass, she thought studying under a lawyer and taking an apprenticeship was going to get her that law degree. With the time that it took her to finish this apprenticeship, she could have just gone to college and then gone to law school and gotten her degree. It's too easy to make fun of her. It really is. It seems like nobody wants to work anymore. Get your fucking ass up and work. She should have been getting her ass up and studying, going to school. If this was really important to her, she would have gone the right route. She would have gone to college. She would have gone to law school. She would have gotten the degree. But she didn't. Get her fucking ass up and work with her team of maids and makeup artists and stylists and everything that goes into being Kim Kardashian. Your housekeepers and nannies can't take the bar for you. I want to make this clear. I'm not a hater. I wanted her to get her law degree. I love when women pivot. Look at Victoria Monet. Even though she is a pick-me that still rides at dawn for Chris Brown for whatever reason, she is a singer and now she's a chef. I love that. I love it. You can truly be anything you want to in this lifetime. Kim says she's not quitting forever, but she's taking a break. She probably wants to focus on her new PR relationship, allegedly. I want to give her credit. I have a very love-hate relationship with Kim. And at one point, I'm in awe of her. And then another, I'm just like, she's just some spoiled white woman that used a black man for fame. That's just my opinion. But I want to give her credit. She tried something new. She put in some work. There's at least a record of her taking something seriously for once. Instead of slapping your name on businesses that are created by black women. Okay, enough shade, enough news for tonight. That's all I have for you. Thank you for joining ANAZIA After Dark. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will comment back. And as always, you're welcome. I love ya. This is episode 4. I'm so excited. I've never gotten to the 4th episode before. I'd be quitting, but not this time.